Hi, so we wanted to put a video together to discuss an issue that we see come up all the time. I'm a member of several different bikini competitor groups on Facebook, and they're great places for people to get feedback from other competitors, to see how shows go, to just get a little bit of camaraderie, which is really cool in a sport that is primarily just you as an individual.
Really good for support systems for people who don't really have it around them.
Yeah, and if you're new to this sport, you have no idea what to expect, it's a great thing. However, there is a caveat that it can be a dangerous place if you are trusting everything that you're reading from other people. One of the things that I see a lot is women will post some photos of themselves, they'll do some poses, and they'll say, hey guys, this is where I'm at, or this is what I look like right now, and I want to do a competition in 12 or 16 weeks. Do you think I'll be ready? And you'll have like 20 posts of women who mean well. I want to be clear, they mean well and they are being nice.
Really good intentions. They're really trying to help them out.
Absolutely. They're always commenting saying, girl, you look great. Sister, you're stage lean now. You don't even need a 16-week prep. 8 weeks and you'll be there. Another one saying 2 weeks out. That's nice for your friends, but don't believe that, because that is not what it takes to be competitive in the sport of bodybuilding, because these people have absolutely no idea where your metabolism is right now. Are you currently eating 800 calories to look great on the beach? Maybe. And if you are, I'm sorry, but you're not going to look stage lean in 16 weeks.
Yeah, the thing about this is as good as this sport is, we find a lot of people who come with unrealistic expectations, I guess you could say. And a lot of that is they're getting feedback from people who tell them what they want to hear, not what they need to hear. And that really sets these individuals up for failure. So got to keep that in mind.
So I have an analogy for you that I think all of us as women can understand. Let's say you're at the movie theater, because I've actually had this happen. You're at the movie theater and you're there with your friend and she's in the bathroom. You're both about to leave the bathroom and you do a little outfit check and she says, how do I look? And you say, you look great. You notice she has toilet paper on her shoe, but you didn't say that because you didn't want to hurt her feelings. And then she walks out, and then at the end of the night, she notices she has toilet paper on her foot. And she's looking at you, her friend, saying, why didn't you tell me this? Well, you didn't mean anything bad by it. You were just trying to be supportive and be sweet. And she was there on a date. So, you wanted her to keep her spirits up. But by trying to be nice and trying to not have any kind of negative comment made there, you've helped her walk around looking silly. And you could have saved her that if you had just said, hey, you look great, but you have a little bit of toilet paper on your foot.
Yeah,
Let's fix that first.
Yeah, as judges, it really can be, kind of leave us kind of heartbroken, because at the end of a lot of the shows, people come back for feedback from us. And 8 times out of 10, the comments that we make, which are real, they just weren't ready. Now, let me kind of take a step back. Ready means different for some people. Some people just want to get up there and do like a bucket list check off, just look good, a nice presentation to say they did it, want to look respectable, and that's fine and well. Okay, then you have people who want to really be competitive. And most of the time, that's what we're talking about, the people who really want to be competitive for those top spots. But even still, for the person who just wants to get on stage, can you imagine what it would be like for them to get up there thinking they look good, and again, this is a bucket list still, then see their pictures and look, oh my God, I didn't realize I looked like that, and then, they never want to do it again. Or even the person who wants to be competitive, they never want to do it again. Because when you get on stage and you have the tan on and the bright lights, it's unforgiving. And every flaw you have will show up on that stage.
For the judges,
yes,
and
for
your
the judges,
photos,
yeah.
not for the people out in the audience. They're
Exactly.
not going to see the tiny little things that you're being judged on.
Yeah, and you still might look great for to the average person, but everything is highlighted up there. So they leave the stage wondering what the heck happened.
Or why didn't somebody tell me?
Yeah, exactly. it's better to tell them up front now, hey, you're a little far out from that right now, than to find out after they step on stage. Because let me tell you, that can be devastating.
Yeah, I can't stress it enough that I know that all of these people are well-meaning. They're trying to help. They're trying to, rah, 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 sisterhood kind of thing. But that's the wrong place for it. If that's what you're looking for, just join a club of some sort. This is a sport of bodybuilding, and we do go to the extreme in this sport. You're not looking for the physique that looks fabulous walking down the street. As a matter of fact, if you're walking down the street looking stage lean, you're probably going to get stares like, what's wrong with her?
Oh, yeah.
Because that's not how people look walking down the street, and it does look somewhat bizarre if you see a competitor like that and you're not used to it. So if people are constantly telling you how great you look, you're probably not stage lean.
Yeah.
Just if you get comments in stores or whatever, and you look fabulous, what do you do? What's your secret? That's probably a key that you are not there yet.
Yeah.
But you're on your way.
So if you are going to go that route and you are going to post things on the internet for feedback, number one, you got to be open to criticism, constructive criticism. And again, it's to paint a picture of what you should look like stagely, not on a normal basis. So if you're going to do that, you really need to give the overall picture, the full description, because when you post pictures up there, pictures do nothing unless you have a story to it. And the story to it, what I mean is that where you are in terms of your calories, your metabolism,
Activity
your weight,
level.
all that stuff paints the picture. So let me give you an idea. So when you're descriptive, hey guys, look, here's my pictures where I am right now. This is what I look like. This is where I'm at. Go with height, weight, age, the division you want to be in, for example, bikini or figure, because those are two different standards when you're on the stage.
And the federation.
Yeah,
also.
and federation too, yes, because different federations have different standards. So then you really want to get into the meat of it, like your calories, okay? So I'm eating, for example, 1,000 calories, I'm maintaining my weight, or I'm losing my weight, or I'm gaining. And if you're gaining or losing, tell them how much you are doing, you're gaining or losing. Then you need to tell them the workout. So I'm working out 5 days a week for about 30 minutes or an hour a day. I'm doing cardio 3 times a week for 30 minutes. That paints a little bit more of an accurate picture where you're at. So let's say you do look like you're 8 weeks out, okay? But your calories are 1,000 calories and you want to start prep. The answer is no, absolutely not. If you're maintaining weight at 1,000 or 1,200 or even 1,500 calories, it's going to take at least a 500 calorie drop on average to lose 1 pound a week. So right off the bat, you're eating 1,000 calories with 16 weeks to go or 12 weeks to go. And maybe you're doing 100 minutes of cardio a week. You don't have enough calories to pull from when fat loss stalls. You don't have a lot of calories you can add in there when fat loss stalls. So 9 times out of 10, you're not going to get stage lean. So you got to put that in perspective. I'll tell you what we're actually going to do. In the description of this video, we'll kind of put up a little mock post that you should probably put out there when you're making these posts, okay? Again, this is my pictures, this is what I'm doing, this is what I'm eating, this is my calories are at. That way, when you ask for feedback, at least the people giving you feedback will have a little bit more information about where you truly are, not just based on your picture. Still, a lot of those people are not going to understand that, but at least you put it out there and hopefully somebody will come in there at some point and say, hey, look, your calories are way too low. You look great, but you really need to get those calories up. Or maybe your calories are up. Maybe you're eating 2,500 calories a day and you look like you only need to lose 8 to 10 pounds, then somebody says, yeah, you're probably ready to start prep. Well, that's more accurate. So be descriptive,
And don't guess.
Yeah, don't guess. No.
Many people say, well, I think I'm probably eating about. You're not. Even the best trackers are wrong when they're guesstimating what they're eating.
They mostly think they're eating more than they really are.
Yeah, and that's a big problem if you're gauging your metabolism off of it. So you're saying I eat tons more than I really eat. And like he said, we're telling where we are. So I'm maintaining eating what I think is a whole lot of calories. And then come to find out, No, it's actually really low.
Yeah.
So that's a problem. If
So-
you're maintaining really low and you're doing several days of cardio a week because you're maintaining with that burn already accounted for.
Correct. So to the people out there who, again, I know you're well intended. Years and years ago, we probably did the same thing before we became, I guess, educated, from a competitor standpoint, a judge's standpoint, and a coach's standpoint. So looking backwards, we were probably doing a disservice to these people too. So again, to the people out there who are posting the feedback to these individuals who post their pictures, I mean, be honest. Remember, if you're not telling them what they need to hear, you are part of the issue of setting them up to failure if they're actually not ready. If they are ready, well then fine. So tell them what they need to hear, not what they want to hear, and just be honest. Because it's better to find out now, like I said, than when they come off the stage.
If you honestly don't know, there's nothing wrong with not commenting. I mean, you can just like a post and then you're not part of the issue. But if you're telling somebody that they're stage lean and you're part of their cheerleading section and they believe you, so then they get on stage and then they don't fare well, and then they see their photos and they feel like they really look differently than they wanted to look, aka they look bad from a competitor standpoint. And they see all the flaws that they didn't realize were there, because all of us have them. What you're doing is setting them up for the bad rebound. Everybody goes through, they call it post-competition blues, that sort of thing. You're gonna feel bad because you don't have a goal anymore. And that might just be a fleeting moment. But if you're somebody that you prepped for a long time and everybody was telling you how fabulous you looked the whole time and you believed them,
Problem.
now all of a sudden you're seeing what you really looked like, which again is great by street standards, but not for the stage. You're gonna feel really bad about yourself. You're gonna be more prone to binging or just plain old depression, and it's not a good place to be.
Yeah,
just be honest.
You're really setting up for a horrible rebound and creating an unhealthy relationship with food, i.e. getting to an eating disorder. So, again, we know everybody's well-meaning, but just be honest. Anything else?
No, I think that's about it.
All right. Well, I hope you guys take this to heart and really listen to it, because remember, we want to help these people, not set them up for failure, and make sure we keep them grounded, because as competitors, it's very, very hard to see what we actually look like. We look in the mirror, some people will think, we're guilty of it ourselves too. We think we look better than we do, or worse than we do, because you get those blinders on and it becomes very, very difficult. So don't add to that problem. Do them justice, do it right.
Realistic expectations.
Yes,
That's what everybody needs, is realistic expectations. Just, if you look great and there's a little area you need to work on, say that.
All right. Anyway.
Until next time.
Yep.